Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate proper seating posture, or seated posture, and what we're going to do is we're going to focus on three different spots. The ear should be directly over the seam of the shirt. The seam of the shirt should be directly over the hip. So I'm going to have Maddie go to your normal position, slide it forward on the chair. So ideally you want to be on the front third of your chair. You should feel the sits bones on the edge. And again, she is going to lift from her sternum, lifting her shoulder blades right there. So everything is in perfect alignment. Typically what happens is we'll see a person pull their shoulders back. Go ahead and demonstrate that for me, Maddie. And what happens, you can see her head moves forward relative to her shoulders. We don't want that. We want the ear to be directly over the shoulders. So that's why you'll always focus on lifting the sternum up. So this is perfect. Now, you can see that the bottom of the screen for her is right at the level of her lips or chin. That is ideal. Most people, again, end up with their head down because the computer is down on, or the monitor is down on the desk. Again, we don't want that. We want to be looking at the computer straight ahead or slightly up so we can restore that normal neck curve. So the bottom of the screen should be right at the level of her lips or chin. So that is the ideal workstation setup. Now I'm going to demonstrate standing, so I'll have you stand up, Maddie. It is the same exact concept. We want the ear hole to be directly over the seam of the shirt, which should be directly over the hips, which also should be directly over the heel. So again, it's about focusing on the sternum to raise the sternum up, not pinch the shoulders back. So the way Maddie is, she has very good posture. Did you start out that way, by the way?
No.
No. It takes a lot of practice. So the ear should be right over the seam of the shirt, hips should be right underneath the shoulders, and that is perfect. Now, that's also tricky because from the front view, and you can go ahead and step back for a second, from the front view, it's very easy to end up leaning to one side or the other, right? And until you've got a balanced pelvis, we don't want you to do that because every time you do that little lean, it creates pelvic tilt or sacral rotation. So the idea is we want you as balanced as possible, sternum high, so that you're standing neutrally.